So after the last video, reading the comments, talking about hobby stores, y'all think the hobby is dying, clearly in the comments. So let's talk about it today on the Model Railroad Show. What's up? I'm George. Welcome back to the Model Railroad Show. And model railroading is dying. Yes, you've heard it. You've probably even said it. You've thought it. Hobby shops are closing. We know hobby shops are not as many as they used to be. People say, older modelers are leaving, younger modelers aren't getting into the hobby. But what if I told you that when you actually look at the numbers of the industry that surrounds the hobby that we love so much, the numbers say exactly the opposite. While people are saying the hobby is dying, the hobby is actually, believe it or not, making more money than ever before. I pulled data. I've got notes. Let's really get into it. Right now, the global, and this is global, the global model train market sits around $1.8 billion for the market. Now, what is, if you could wrap your head around that, what is $1.8 billion? It's the equivalent of a lot of industries out there. Things like pet and lifestyle niches, like aquarium equipment, like those, cool home, the home pet delivery boxes. Things like woodworking and hobby equipment, meal prep services, like you see those meal preps that are delivered to your door, right? Like the hot soft craft condiment market. Those are all industries, and I pulled them up because those are industries. People aren't saying those industries are going anywhere, but they are the same size as the model railroad industry. Over the next decade, the model railroad industry is expected to hit nearly $3 billion, which is a growth of about 5 to 6% per year. All right. Every year, this market is expected to grow 5%. Looking at those numbers, the hobby is not dying. It's actually growing. How is it growing? You say if, hobby shops are closing and you feel like people are getting out of the market and not getting into model railroading. Average model railroader today is spending $840 per year on trains. I'm probably above average, obviously, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there who are above average. A few years ago, I think this number's from 2019, the average model railroad was spending $670 a year. And I know we're talking about inflation and, maybe, you could get into a million reasons of why people are spending more. Regardless, more money into the hobby, more money into the niche industry, 25% more. It's almost a 25% increase in spending from just before 2020 to now, 670 to 840. That in most industries is considered excessive growth. We like to look for that like 2.5 to like 7% kind of growth in most industries. Figure that out. 25% is a lot. So even if the number of hobbyists feels smaller, people are spending more. All right. So that means, what does that mean? That means the people who are here enjoying this hobby are more invested than ever before. All right. That's the takeaway. All in all, the core of the hobby is very strong. The National Model Railroad Association reported its first year of growth in 2022 since 1992, and it's been growing since. All right, so the NMRA is growing. And the only way the NMRA can grow is if people are joining it. This isn't a financial, type of thing. This is a membership number. So they're growing. There are still thousands of model railroad clubs across the United States. That does mean it's a dedicated community. If you really look at the membership of model railroad clubs across the U.S., that membership is down. I couldn't find any solid numbers on train show attendance, but I'll tell you, the train show attendance, I feel like in the past 3 years is far beyond what it was a number of years before that, even before the events of 2020. I feel like train show attendance is up, but again, couldn't find any hard data to support that. But still, the NMRA growing, to me, that's a solid measuring stick. All right. So why does it feel? Why do people have this perception? And it's a perception, is what it is, and it's nothing more, nothing less, that the hobby is shrinking and the hobby is dying. And I think it's because hobby shops are closing. We know that. I did a video. I'll link down below. I'm going to do a whole playlist essentially about the hobby, and this is going to be the second video in that playlist. The first one was about our hobby shops, and this one just about the business in general here. We know hobby shops are closing. Online sales have doubled. The impact of online sales we've seen in the past 5 to 7 years has been exponential compared to what it was for the 20 years before that. The other thing is the older generation is aging out of the hobby. This is true. Some of you know I had another, I was part of another YouTube. That YouTube channel still exists. It's called Baggers and Brews. All the time in the Harley market, we talk about Harley going after younger people. It's an interesting thing. It's not Harley. Harley is never going to get younger people. They can't afford the bikes. They can't afford a lot of things. But as people get to the age, and they get to that same age where they have the time and the money to enjoy a hobby like motorcycling, there's a lot of parallels here to model railroading, because people are into this hobby when they're younger. They love trains when they're younger. They grow up, they start life, they have a family, they're in apartments, there are a million things that, they don't get to the hobby. And then when they get on in life a little bit, into a lot of them like mid to late 30s, 40s, they start to enjoy the hobby more. A lot of people come back into it after retirement looking for that hobby. A lot of that, you just can't track that. So, and there's always going to be an older generation that's going to be aging out. The impact will be interesting is when some of the older generations age out, how that will affect the different gauges. How will O gauge be affected? How will N gauge be affected? How will those different scales be affected as people get older or stop modeling? And the other thing we have is we've got, YouTube, and even though model railroading club communities are down a little bit, YouTube, I feel like YouTube communities are probably at an all-time high. Again, it's not really a measurable thing, but I feel like model railroading on YouTube has been growing. I started this channel just a little bit more than a year before recording this video. I found since then a ton of channels. Basically, and I said this in my last video about hobby shops, the hobby is evolving. It is changing, okay? How is it, if it's not dying and it's changing, how is it changing? And you can easily, a lot of things you could say. The hobby has become more detailed. We're getting ready to run models now that are at a level of detail that people 50 years ago wouldn't be able to imagine. We have sound in N scale, sound in HO that's unbelievable. When I was a kid and I had my first Lionel set, the sound was a wheel that was basically that went around in the tender, and as the train moved, it had like, I guess, sand or something in it, and that's how you got your sound. It made this like chug noise. So we've come a long way. It has gotten more detailed. It has gotten more premium. Some of the models we're seeing now, and not just in N and HO, some of the stuff that's coming out in O and Lionel's putting out is just unbelievable. I mean, premium products. They're not cheap. They're expensive. They're highly detailed. They've got lots of functions. Premium 25, 30, 40 years ago was like brass engines that were DC, right? So things have changed a lot. I feel like the hobby itself, correct me if I'm wrong, I know you will in the comments, the hobby itself has gone from more of a mass market type of a toy hobby to a serious, like, enthusiast craft hobby. I think people are building more detailed layouts than ever, on a more of a mass level, not to take away from any of the historic detail layouts that we all know that are just absolutely amazing. But people, I think on a larger level, on a larger scale, broader population, are building more detailed layouts. And I think they have the technology, they have the scenery products, they have the trains, they have the track, the glue technology that's gotten better. Things like alcohol stains that we have now that have come out that are just insane. Different types of paint. It's the amount of technology we have right now is absolutely insane. I think it's a great topic, kind of stuff that I like to discuss on this channel, kind of stuff that I think kind of tears at people in opinions of different directions. But I'm here to tell you, and the numbers show, the money shows, that this hobby is not dying. All right. The hobby, at the end of the day, the hobby is a business. The business is growing, and the business is growing at a steady rate, of about 5% a year. And we can't really ask for any more than that. All right. Let me know what you think down below. My name is George. This is the Model Railroad Show. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, ring the bell so you know when I upload new content. And